Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stuart Field. My name is Ryan Cantlin. I am the Assistant Sports Information Director here at Illinois Tech, and I would like to welcome you to today's afternoon contest between Illinois Tech and Elmhurst University. Let's begin and meet the starting lineups for the visiting Blue Jays. In goal, number 0, Aaron Fitzharris. A defender, number 6, Angie Lopez. A forward, number 8, Lauren Nevis. A defender, number 10, Grace Bray. Midfielder, number 11, Ellie Miscarlel. Another midfielder, number 12, Courtney Conlon. A third straight midfielder, number 14, Caitlin Guwala. A defender, Mia Asenato, number 21. Midfielder, number 23, Kelly Coughlin. Another midfielder, number 29, Maddie Cummings. And finally, number 31, midfielder, Nora Simon. And let's now meet the Illinois Tech starting lineup. We will have them.
Kayla Hampton, Duval, Washington.
Lena Yanara, Geneva, Illinois.
Lily Schuth, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Gabriella Baltus, Plymouth, Minnesota.
Grace Yeager, Las Vegas, Nevada. Allie Murray, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hannah Ramos, Tucson, Arizona.
Kelly Hitchcock, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Tuessa Valdelia, Saratoga, California.
Taylor Hernandez, San Clemente, California.
Kayla Smith, Redmond, Washington.
Cummings, and first-year midfielder and defender from Anchorage, Alaska, 31, Nora Simon. And now with our Scarlet Hawks, let's start off with junior goalkeeper from Duval, Washington, number 1, Kayla Hampton. Senior forward and defender from Redmond, Washington, number 4, Kayla Smith. Senior midfielder from St. Charles, Missouri, number 5, Allison Murray. Sophomore defender and midfielder from Geneva, Illinois, number 6, Lena Yonahara. Sophomore midfielder and forward from Tucson, Arizona, number 8, Hannah Ramos. Graduate forward and midfielder from Scottsdale, Arizona, number 10, Kelly Hitchcock. First year forward from San Clemente, California, 11, Taylor Hernandez. Sophomore defender from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 13, Lydiana Schuth. Senior defender from Plymouth, Minnesota, number 16, Gabriela Baltes. First year defender from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 18, Grace Yeager. And last but not least, first year forward from Saratoga, California, number 25, Tvesa Vatluya. And our coaches heading the Blue Jays will be Susie McCreary Foster with her third season at Elmhurst, assisted by Cesar Gomez, Luke Weaver, and Sarah Lamberti. And on the Illinois Tech side, we got head coach Roshane Ellis in his 11th season, assisted by Alan Garcia Pena, Julian Soto, Tom Paprunas, Lucy Georgian, Sarah Thomas, and Jillian Oleschlager. And would all fans now please rise and remove your hats as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth as we are about ready to kick this matchup off. We have two undefeated teams squaring off today as it's a NAC versus CCIW crossover as Elmhurst comes in with a 3-0 record as they have defeated 3 NAC opponents in Illinois Tech's conference, beating Concordia Chicago 4-0, Rockford University by a score of 10-0, and coming off a win this Wednesday at Benedictine by a score of 1-0. The Illinois Tech side comes in sitting 2-0 with 2 CCIW opponents defeated as they defeated North Park last Sunday by a score of 3-0 back here at home and won a big game against North Central College on a Wednesday night by a score of 1-0. So something has to give today as it is a NAC and CCIW showdown between these two contests. Illinois Tech will be, from your vantage point, going left to right here in the opening first half, as Elmhurst will go right to left. We do have a pretty good cross breeze coming across the field towards your viewing angle, probably about 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts into that mid-20 range. So any balls into the air, especially from the keepers on those clearings, will be affected by the wind today. Game time temperature right around 66 degrees. It is a fairly nice, partly cloudy day here out at Stuart Field here in Chicago. And we are off here in Chicago as Elmhurst gets the opening possession and a quick clearance as Illinois Tech sets up their attack. Kelly Hitchcock gets the ball back here on the near side from my vantage point. Maddie Cummings over to Lauren Navarta. The shot blocked and cleared away from danger. Elmhurst maintains possession before turning it back over as Illinois Tech goes down the sideline. Ball retrieved by Baltez and then fed back over to the goalkeeper, Kayla Hampton. Towards the middle of the field. Through ball. Found and just wide on the shot by Kelly Hitchcock. Aaron Fitzharris readying the ball for the goal kick to put the ball back into play as we are just over 2 minutes in to this contest. Angie Lopez in the corner. Ooh, and that pass just finds out of bounds. It'll be an Illinois Tech throw in the attacking zone. Off of Ramos, deflected. 50-50 ball. It's still free and then controlled by the Blue Jays. Illinois Tech maintains possession at midfield. Both teams looking like they're just kind of feeling each other out here in the opening minutes of this contest. Taylor Hernandez finds Hannah Ramos. She works across the field. Finds Grace Yeager. Looking for the opening to Hitchcock. All the way into the corner and cleared out of danger for now as it'll be an Illinois Tech throw in right near the far side. Allie Murray to the middle to Hernandez. She had taken away. Back to Murray. Over to Grace Yeager on the far side here. Back into the corner. Murray past one, past the second defender, shot, and handled off the body. Was a rebound given, but nobody in front right there. And Elmhurst will look to settle the play back down. Low kick on a bounce. Try and keep it out of that wind that we talked about earlier. Oh, falls down. It'll be a turnover. Chance for Elmhurst here. Shot, but handled simply in front of the net by Hampton. She rolls it back into play on the near side. It's deflected off a Blue Jay defender, and it'll maintain Illinois Tech possession on the near side on the throw. Illinois Tech looking to swing it to the other side. Finding Grace Yeager. She has some space to work. Through ball. No one home, though, and it'll roll all the way back in the hands of Fitzharris. As we talked about earlier, both of these teams have yet to allow a goal to their opponents in the games they have played. As Elmhurst all the way in the near side corner. Cross across the net, nobody home, but it will be retrieved. Grace Bray back the other way. Kayla Hampton coming out of the crease a little bit to avoid any danger there. Hannah Ramos to Taylor Hernandez. That pass evaded. Maddie Cummings was kind of on an island by herself there. Eventually had it taken away by a Scarlet Hawk. Maddie Cummings finds number 31, Nora Simon. She's in the corner. She's going to deliver a cross right into the hands of Kayla Hampton once again. Illinois Tech going to try the far side here. Gracie Yeager. Back to Gabby Baltez. And back to Hampton. Allie Murray wanted the ball in the middle. Went back to Hampton instead. Then we'll try the other side again. Another swing play. Up to Yeager, once again with space. Her pass was deflected away. Illinois Tech wins it back to Murray. Lily Schuth on the other side. Now to that center circle. Illinois Tech maintaining possession for a while here. Looking to just open up that Elmhurst defense. Taylor Hernandez in the middle. Step over and then back to the middle of the field again. That ball's deflected out. It'll remain Scarlet Hawk ball. Lena Yoanahara will put the ball back into play on the throw. Yvessa Vathulia with one of her first touches of the game. That's deflected again out, and another Illinois Tech throw in that near side corner. Deep throw into the box. Nobody home as this ball's cleared back out. Baltez to Yeager. That pass deflected. Bouncing and will get out of play to remain Illinois Tech possession. Murray back to Baltez. And all the way back to Hampton as Illinois Tech looks to set up the attack. That pass goes awry, and it'll be a turnover from the Hawks. Elmhurst coming off a 9-9-2 campaign a year ago, but looking like they are out to a hot start this year, 3-0. Sitting in a good spot going into conference play coming up in the next couple of weeks. That pass finds, before we go back to Yeager, then Murray to Hitchcock with some room at the edge of the box. She's cutting in. Space taken away, but she finds it. Delivers a strike right at the goalkeeper, Fitzharris. Kelly Hitchcock had some space early. 3 defenders closed on her there. She was able to find a way to get the ball through, but was not able to get much power onto that shot and drove it right in to the goalkeeper, Fitzharris. Grace Yeager looking to find a through ball to Taylor Hernandez, but that's batted down. Grace back to Murray. Try the other side to Yonohara. Bessa in the corner. Her through ball to Kelly Hitchcock. Down off the post, off the crossbar, and straight down into the goal for a Scarlet Hawk goal. It's 1-0 early in the 33rd minute of play.
And that is a score for Illinois Tech. Number 25, number 10, Kelly Hitchcock.
Flip it. So Kelly Hitchcock into the lineup today and immediately makes an impact, finding the back of the net off the crossbar and straight down into the goal to Vesa Vathulia with a phenomenal cross to find her into the middle. And the Scarlet Hawks take an early lead less than 15 minutes into the contest. Ellie Murray ends up with the ball at midfield. Yonohara on the other side, on the near side. Through ball, trying to find Hernandez, but she's going to get cut off and tries to come back. It's going to roll all the way for a goal kick. Ellie Muscarello with a good defensive play for the Blue Jays there to let that ball trickle all the way for a goal kick. Fitzharris will put the ball back in play. She's going to try a low driver towards midfield. 50-50 ball finds a Blue Jay. And ends up in Andrea Lopez's foot before she misdirects her pass. And that'll be an Illinois Tech throw-in. Ball cleared after the throw. Baltez to Yeager once again. Yeager to Kayla Smith, who's working on the far side. We got a whistle for the first whistle of the game. It's been a very, very clean contest up until that point. This one will go to the Blue Jays. Grace Yeager keeps it in on the far side. Illinois Tech looking to swing it to the near side. Good reception of that pass by number 13, Lillian Schuth. And they'll swing it right back. Back to Yeager. Much more pressure this time on her. She defends the ball well. Keeps possession. As Schuth finds some space. To Hannah Ramos. She works it inside after beating a defender. Looking at Yeager. One touch there. She beats another defender. Going wide over to Kayla Smith. She's got space all the way to the corner. Cross. Ball still loose in the box and hit out of play by a Blue Jay defender. That'll result in an Illinois Tech corner. Anything crossed kind of from the far side here is going to have a helping, steady breeze behind it. Be number 11, Taylor Hernandez, that'll take the corner. She takes it quickly, driving in, and it's deflected away, and we'll do it again. Ball was deflected in on Fitzharris, but taken care of, and it'll be back with the Blue Jays. So we wind down. 29 minutes remaining here in the first half. High kick, big bounce, deflected down, and it'll end up back with Kayla Hampton. Grace Yeager just sends that ball to the middle of the field. Hannah Ramos out of nowhere, shot out of a cannon to find that ball. Settles it down. But the Blue Jays come back to take it. Angie Lopez to the other side, looking for Grace Bray. It's taken away. Yeager with space again, trying to feed it through. A lot of defenders there in the area there. Ball finds Kayla Smith. She's trying to work some magic. Taken away again, but it's going to get to Hitchcock now. Back to Smith, but she was a step offside on that pass, and it'll be a turnover. Back into play. And batted right back. Hernandez heads it. Kayla Smith settles it down as she races to the far corner. That ball is deflected away all the way through the end for another corner for the Scarlet Hawks. Illinois Tech last matched up with Elmhurst on September 7, 2022. It was a 7-0 win for Illinois Tech in that contest. As this one's into the box, good ball in. It's headed, I believe, by Gabby Baltez. That one might have been double deflected, as it's going to be another Illinois Tech corner. Baltez definitely in the area. She scored on a set piece earlier this week, on a one-touch cross off of her foot. That was absolutely beautiful. This one in the area again. Headed out of there. Hernandez chases it down. She's trying to make something work. Bethulia ran past it, then put it back in the middle. And that ball's deflected off many Illinois Tech feet before it ends up in Fitzharris's hands. Scarlet Hawks have maintained possession for most of this first half. They definitely have had the better of the chances, obviously with the 1-goal lead as well. This ball's deflected out and it'll remain with the Blue Jays as we have our first substitutes of the match. Caitlin Walsh coming in for Illinois Tech. And number 17, Emily Herlia, coming in for the Blue Jays. Ball's back into play. Caitlin Gowalla fighting there before her teammate Kelly Coughlin comes in and wins the ball. All the way at the near side here. Cross to the edge of the box. Kayla Hampton is going to quickly play that ball and get it away. A really good pass there. Grace Yeager now with it. Back to Hampton. Under pressure again. Another one-touch pass. Back to Yeager. She's just going to try to clear it up to Hitchcock. Blue Jays will win the ball. Chase to it. Hampton dives on it. Then it's knocked out of her hands, and we have a whistle here. And that's going to be a foul. It's been a couple of those plays on both ends where the ball's just kind of been bouncing around. A lot of 50-50 balls at the edge of both boxes here early on. Hernandez thought about a pass, had time and space taken away from her, and the ball is stripped. Slide tackle in midfield. That ball's just hit away, and it will be Illinois Tech ball. Bethulia put the pressure on the defender right there. Forced kind of just a clearance away just to avoid a more dangerous situation. Similar spot here as Illinois Tech will move up about 10 yards. Yeager with the throw into Hitchcock, back to Yeager. She crosses to the front edge of the box. Ball's taken away. Then back on that feet of Allison Murray. Hernandez. And it'll be a near side throw in for the Scarlet Hawks. Lena Yonohara, the throw. Hernandez had it stripped. That was Nora Simon with a good defensive play and clearance. This ball will get all the way back to the feet of Kayla Hampton. She's outside the box here. Plays it just wide. And up the near side, the Scarlet Hawk go. Hannah Ramos with space. Ooh, she had two players making a run. Fed it in between both of them. And this ball end up all the way back with Hampton once again. Just over halfway through the first half as we wind down to the 22-minute mark. Another 50-50 ball at midfield, won by the Scarlet Hawks. That one's taken away and deflected again. Hernandez now finds it. Yeager to Hitchcock, and then back to Yeager. Lily Schuth on the outside, coming up to the near side. Has space. Finds the first pass, another through ball. Just hit away, and that's real close to that throw-in / corner line. But it will be a throw-in, as it was a good clearance by the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Throw into the box. Taken away, looking to clear. That ball's going to get all the way back to Baltes. She fed it back in, came right back to her. She's got to win the race here. She will. She'll get to the release of Hampton. As she looks to Yeager. Over to Hitchcock. Turning. Finding Yeager once again. All the way back to Baltes. And Hampton will play it to the near side. Elmhurst definitely pressing a little bit more than they were early on. Looked like the Scarlet Hawks had a little bit more space, especially in that defensive end and in the midfield section. They're looking to move up and take some of that time and space away from the Illinois Tech defenders and midfielders trying to start an attack. One touch there and time and space taken away, just like we talked about. Almost forces a turnover, 50-50 ball. Baltes is just going to get it out of harm's way. That's off the corner flag that had fallen over in the wind. I think it's going to be a Blue Jay corner out of that. And that is what it is going to be. So the first corner kick for the day for Elmhurst. As we talked about, this one will be straight into the wind, and it is blowing pretty good right now. Low corner taken and straight out of play. It'll result in an Illinois Tech goal kick. Hitchcock coming back to relieve some of that pressure. Hampton finds Yona Hara in the middle. There's Walsh in the middle there, turning and seeing. That ball's deflected away. Grace Yeager sends it all the way back to Hampton. Illinois Tech with control on the near side. Hitchcock to the middle. Good one-touch find. Finds Ramos. Looking to Vithulia. Just out of her reach as Fitzharris comes up and collects. High kick landing at midfield. Touchdown. Maddie Cummings wins it. Back to Grace Bray, who sends it too deep as Hampton once again finds her hands on the ball. .50 ball. And it did go out of play. I was waiting for the call as it was right below me. And it'll be Illinois Tech throw. To Hitchcock, she ends up winning it. To Thulia. Hitchcock finds it again. Yeager surveying the field. She'll go back to Baltez. Going to come to the middle of the field. For spinning back. We'll end up back with Hampton once again. Baltez under pressure here. Good feed there. Joanne Porter into the game is on that feed. Ellie Murray, Hitchcock, try to win it down to herself. Ball once again bounces away for Elena Yonahara. Illinois Tech going up the near side. Slowly worked into the corner. Ramos to the middle, taken down, and we do have a foul there. Just the second Elmhurst whistle, I do believe. First one in the attacking end for the Hawks. And this will be a pretty good opportunity. A little offset right of the goal. We'll see what kind of set piece is drawn up here. We now creep under 15 minutes to play in the first half. Yeager on goal, and she scores! A low driving kick that finds the top right corner of the net and gives Illinois Tech a 2-0 lead late here in the first half. A beautiful free kick taken as the ball was driven just above the wall and kept under that crossbar. Really nothing there can be done by Aaron Fitzharris in net. Just got to give that one up to a great ball sent in by Grace Yeager. Ball back into play here as the Blue Jays take possession. Going back to that previous goal. Also a really good job by Hannah Ramos to work into the middle there, force that foul, and get Illinois Tech that opportunity that Yeager did not miss, and she buried it back into the net. As the ball drifts past the end line for a goal kick for Illinois Tech. Thrown in, one by Nora Simon as Elmhurst throws the ball back to the Scarlet Hawks. Joanne Porter over to Ellison Murray. All the way back then to Hampton. Lily Schuth with the ball on the near side. She sends it up and that'll get out of play. And it'll go to Elmhurst. Was trying to play that quickly into play, but just a little too far, and the referee stops it. He's going to make her back up. Now the ball's back in, and immediately taken by the Scarlet Hawks. Oh, good cutback move to the middle there. Finding Ramos, she's going to have some space. Scarlet Hawks running with her. Tavessa Vithulia, she's got another one. And she's going to carry it wide instead, trying to cut to the middle, stopping at the edge of the box. Looking for Grace Yeager on the far side as she keeps it in. Sends the ball through. Porter spinning in the box. The shot on goal. Deflected off the hands of Fitzharris before she recollects. Abby Cooley on the doorstep there for the Scarlet Hawks if Fitzharris had any more problems reeling it in. Fitzharris sends it back into play. Far side. Off Yeager's head. And she will end up with the ball. She'll let it carry out of play. Going for the far throw. She got it all the way through. Porter looking to make the run as that ball comes up near my head here in the box. I get beat back with the Scarlet Hawks. Baltez back to Hampton. Pressure put on there. Thulia's going to win that one. If she had it taken away, though. Eleni Zairis winning the ball before it's back with the Scarlet Hawks. Hampton carrying out of the box. Pressure. That ball's deflected back on down. Yeager finding Porter in the middle. She's working on Norris Simon. Simon takes down Porter, and that'll be a foul. Illinois Tech right at that center circle. Put the ball back into play to Baltez. Back over to Yeager. We've said that quite a few times in the first half as those two team up a lot to set up the Illinois Tech offense. But Thulia, another cross. This one, though, handled by Fitzharris without problems. So we run down to the 10-minute mark of the first half. Illinois Tech leads it 2-0 over the Elmhurst Blue Jays. And that ball trying to find Porter in a weird spot there. But the clearance was made. Baltez wins that one. Cooley in the middle. She's going to the near side. Over to Caitlin Walsh. She makes a man miss. Cutting into the middle. Nearing the edge of the box before it's taken away. Cleared out of there once again. Lily Schuth as Illinois Tech continues the attack. Ramos. Just offside was Porter there. Another collection of subs entering the game here. In for Illinois Tech, Gabriella West. And in for the Blue Jays, number 19, Haley Jeske. Jeske immediately with the touch. That ball's thrown all the way to the far end. West was down there defending, and she successfully induced the goal kick for the Scarlet Hawks. Caroline Bach entering the game for the Scarlet Hawks now as Hannah Ramos comes off. She set up and was fouled on that eventual free kick goal. That puts us at the score we are right now, 2-0. 7:40 remaining in the first half. It'll be Hampton. Baltez to Yeager on the far side. Pass is deflected away. It'll stay with the Scarlet Hawks. Some more subs queuing up for the Blue Jays. Yeager the throw. Right in front of us. Off a pair of heads. One down. Free ball. Bach wins it in the corner for the Scarlet Hawks. Bethulia now with the ball. She's going to try to cut in. Through a couple defenders, but that ball squirts away. As Muscarello tried to run that ball down, but it got out of play, and it would be Gabby West entering the ball on the throw. West back with it. Through ball thrown. It is going to be run down by a Blue Jay. She's going to cross it. Nobody home. Pretty simple clearance by the Scarlet Hawks. Right back the other way. Fighting in the near side. Comes through, another man. Another miss and a good defense though of the through ball. And it'll end up back on the foot of West at midfield. Ball kind of crossed just into the box to kind of no man's land. Gutierrez takes care of that as we wind down to the 5:40 mark of the first half. Good kick, one down by the Blue Jays. Bethulia lines it up. And had a spinner off her foot, dove into the arms of Fitzharris at the very end there. Thank you. And we have a takedown near side edge of the box. Trading possession here in midfield a couple of times before Baltez settles it down. Cooley found it, wasn't able to turn and see the field there before it's deflected out. A couple more Illinois Tech subs and Blue Jay subs here late in the first half. Annika Torbenson, newly entered in the game. Immediate throw and then immediate touch. Before she gets it back to Baltez. Avery Seeley also newly into the game with a touch there. Before that ball's deflected out by Cooley. And it'll be a throw-in for the Blue Jays. Lauren Nevins at midfield for the Blue Jays. Drives one all the way down. I think this is going to carry through the end. It'll end up with an Illinois Tech goal kick. Hampton enters the ball back into play as we get down to the 2-minute mark of the first half. Elmhurst trying to continue to put that pressure on that they've kind of just turned the notch up on as the first half has gone on. Obviously, chasing 2 goals on this Scarlet Hawk team. We're going to need to create something to happen. This ball just once again driven back into the Scarlet Hawk end. It'll end up being a throw-in all the way in the corner. And it's back into play. Gabby West carries it up. Deflected on the pass. West defending there. Deflected out. Yeah, I think we got a foul. Foul will go against Joanne Porter there. As you hear the 1 minute remaining in the first half. West knocks it down at the edge of the box. Scarlet Hawks win possession. Good pass there. Trying to find a through ball. Porter. Another through ball. Back to Seeley. She's in on goal. The shot just above the crossbar. Couple good passing plays there. In and out. Set up. Seeley with a chance on goal. She drove it right over the top of the crossbar. As we wind down the first half. Baltez wins the ball. Back to Hampton. She's going to just clear it on out. Be an Elmhurst throw. Ball back into play, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything before the horn sounds. And that will take us to halftime here at Stuart Field on the beautiful campus of Illinois Institute of Technology. We have a score. Scarlet Hawks lead it 2-0 over Elmhurst University. I have made it through my inaugural first half broadcast here and haven't been kicked off yet. So I will join you back for the second half as we look to conclude this contest with another Scarlet Hawk victory. Thank you for listening in, and we will hear from you in just a few minutes. Welcome back into the broadcast booth as we get set for the second half of action. Illinois Tech leading it 2-0 over Elmhurst University here at Stuart Field. Let's dive in a little bit to the first half and some of the stats. Illinois Tech opened the scoring at the 11:44 mark as Kelly Hitchcock returns to the lineup and netted a beautiful goal right off the top of the crossbar and straight down. There was an assist by Tavessa Vathulia on a nice cross through the middle. Illinois Tech continued the scoring in the 30th minute as Grace Yeager pounded a ball into the top right corner off the free kick. Hannah Ramos drew a foul right at the edge of the box before it was buried by Yeager on the free kick. Illinois Tech with 11 shots in the first half. Blue Jays just 2. Fouls really, really clean through the first half, just 3 on each side. Really just a clean game overall being played on the pitch this afternoon. As the wind continues to whip inside the box and on the field here in that 20-25 mile per hour range at this point, Illinois Tech will start with possession here in the second half, and they will be working from right to left from your vantage point as Elmhurst travels left to right. Illinois Tech will have the slight wind at their back, but most of it a cross breeze toward your camera angle. Thank you once again for tuning in, whether you're a Scarlet Hawk fan or a Blue Jay fan, as we kick off the second half of this CCIW NAC crossover matchup. And immediately, Taylor Hernandez and the Scarlet Hawks into the attacking end. It's like most, if not all, of the starting starters for Illinois Tech back in to start here the second half. And pretty similar for the Blue Jays as well, from what I can see, taking a quick glance on the field. Vathulia intercepts that pass, deflects it further back. Lauren Nevins tried to make the pass. Illinois Tech throw here on the far side to Ramos. Deflects it down. She wins the 50-50 ball to Vathulia. Now, Yonohara tried to deliver the cross in, but it went over the end line. Fitzharris still in net for the Scarlet Hawks. On the other side, a goalie change for Illinois Tech. Katya Plotnik into the game for the second half for the Scarlet Hawks. Hernandez with a nice touch to win that ball at midfield before it was taken away from her. Lashuth to Murray. Over to Grace Yeager. That ball travels over to Vathulia. She's in on goal. And she buries it. Keeps it low and beats the goalkeeper Fitzharris. And that is an Illinois Tech goal early in the second half. It's a beautiful ball over the top. It kind of got caught in the wind. One of the Elmhurst defenders kind of thought she had it and kind of just sailed right over the top. And Vathulia was able to just run that thing down, collect herself, and bury that into the back of the net. we start play back up once again, as the Scarlet Hawks now have a 3-0 lead here at Stuart Field. And that was Tevessa Vathulia's first goal in her first-year campaign as a Scarlet Hawk. Just kind of looked it up. She's had many opportunities early on. She's been involved in a lot of scoring opportunities, but finding that back of the net for the first time is definitely going to be big for her. This ball's taken away from her as she tried to make a move to cut into the box. Just kind of touched out of play for an Illinois Tech throw in. Emily Herlithi was on the defense there. The cross into the box. Deflected off the foot of Hitchcock, straight up into the air, and Fitzharris comes down with it. Scarlet Hawks attacking early on here in the second half, pushing that lead to 3 goals. Punt clearance there by Fitzharris. Goes over the sideline. Get back to Illinois Tech on the throw. Hernandez wins it down. Tried to find it in the middle of the field. Unable to. And it's back with the Blue Jays on the full foot of Nevins. She's trying to cut in, make something happen. It's Kayla Smith on the near side. Hernandez uses the body to win the ball. Looking at Ramos. But the flag comes up for offsides. Just a couple strides ahead of the play there. Yeager knocks it down. Tech wins it. Cutting in. Thulia, not a great touch there, is taken away. Yonohara sends it back. A little bit of danger there. A lot of pressure by Nevins, and she forces the turnover. Maddie Cummings, she turns it right back over. Thulia right in front of the press box here. Finds Ramos, tending toward the middle of the field. Yonohara. Back to Baltez. She drives a pass through to the near side. Now cutting to the middle. Shot. Off the body or face of a defender. Looked like Nora Simon in there. Cutting back to the middle. Simon again. She found the clearance. But Allie Murray will find Ramos. And back to Yonohara. Still in the middle of the field. Scarlet Hawks maintaining possession here. Tevessa Vathulia. Cutting to the middle. Hannah Ramos. Try to go one touch, give and go. That's a big time push. Arms definitely extended there. And it will be a foul. About 10 yards outside the box in both directions. Pushing a little bit further even. Almost more towards the sideline at this point. It's Yeager to take it. She's looking to send a ball in. Driven in. Good ball. Got onto the head of Hitchcock, and that ball just sailed wide by about 3 feet of the left post. Tried to deflect it into that far side. She beat Fitzharris, but she did not find the back of the net. Mia Acevedo back into the game for Elmhurst. Low driving kick. And the Scarlet Hawks win possession once again. Kayla Smith on the ball. Drives it back to Lilleshuth. Sent up into no man's land. It's taken away. Courtney Conlon. Anna Ramos back with it. And Bethulia touched that. Just didn't exactly know where she was at on the sideline. That ball got out of play. Throw in. Elmhurst wins it down. Nevins tried to push a ball across field, but it was Yeager coming in with the head. Yeager on the pressure there. She's going to win this ball. They're going to go back to they're going to go back to Blotnick, who's back into the game in net for the Scarlet Hawks. That pass attempt is intercepted. Elmhurst clearing it in. Blotnick going to make easy work of it with two sure hands. The middle of the field. Grace Bray tried to kind of scoop one, just ran out of time. Was looking to fire one in on net, but that was pretty easy and far wide of the net. It'll be an Illinois Tech goal kick. Illinois Tech women's soccer will be back in action on Wednesday night. They will return to Stuart Field as they continue their kind of home start to the year, as their first four matchups will all be here at Stuart Field. They will take on Hope College, the Flying Dutch, a school that we saw earlier this week on the men's side, where the Illinois Tech men's soccer team took them down by a score of 5-3. Game in which we saw Cal Graham record a hat trick in the first half that led Illinois Tech to an early 3-0 lead, and they were able to hang on for a 5-3 victory. Defensive Bethulia gets taken down as Illinois Tech enters the attacking zone. It'll be a foul. This one about 20 yards outside the box. More straight on, just wide of the net. Probably about 15 yards further than the spot on the other side where Yeager was able to find the back of the net. It'll be Hernandez here. She drives it. Oh, my goodness. She beats Fitzharris. That was an unbelievable kick. As I was just saying, about 15 yards further than the free kick they scored earlier. But that was absolute perfection by Taylor Hernandez. And the Scarlet Hawks now lead it by a score of 4-0.
And that's another score by Illinois Tech, number 11, Taylor Hernandez.
First-year forward Taylor Hernandez with an absolutely glorious goal here in the 34th minute of play in the second half. That gives the Scarlet Hawks a 4-0 advantage, their second goal via the free kick in this game. Where they buried that one from, that is normally a spot where it's kind of that in-between range where you just don't necessarily love your shot opportunity. It's got to be just about perfect where you bend it right over the top of the crossbar to beat a goalie. Or do you send a cross in and it's kind of a weird angle? Well, Taylor Hernandez said, "I'll just watch me. I'll just throw it in the back of the net and give Illinois Tech another tally on the scoreboard." I believe Caitlin Walsh back into the game for the Scarlet Hawks on that sub right there. Hit into space here. Vithulia coming back. She's going to take care of it, just redirect it out of play. That's a smart play. Don't need to get caught on the wrong side of the numbers in the attacking zone there. Works to perfection as that one's deflected out. It'll be Scarlet Hawk ball. That'll be a foul on Angie Lopez if she went over the back of Hernandez. Will end up with Tech ball. As I mentioned kind of at the front end of the broadcast, both of these teams have matched up and had much success against the other team's conference early in the season, as Elmhurst winning all three of their games against other NAC schools, and Illinois Tech with their 2 wins thus far coming against CCIW schools. So both of these teams looking to be at or near the top of their conferences as we get into conference play here in the next couple of weeks. As we look ahead for Illinois Tech, they're going to open up conference play September 17th against Aurora. That'll be another home match as Illinois Tech plays 4 or 5 of their first 6 games, 6 of their first 7 games here at Stuart Field, including 2 NAC games. The only road contests come in next Saturday as they'll take a trip to Indiana and face Rose Holman in a battle of the Tech schools. Harris knocks this one out of there. Hitchcock knocks it down, had hands on, I believe, Mia Acenedo on the other side, and she gets whistled for the foul. Blotnick takes care of that as the ball kind of redirects towards the net. We look ahead for Elmhurst. Elmhurst will play their home opener against Ripon College on Tuesday. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. And then they will take on Lawrence on Friday. They will go up into Wisconsin to take them on. Rejoining the play, Hannah Ramos wins that ball down. She's going to try to control it to Vesa Vithulia. Looking at Hernandez in the middle. Give and go. Back to Vithulia in the corner. She's going to try to put a clearance or put a cross in, but that is right into the hands of Fitzharris. High booming kick towards midfield. Yeager bodies it down over to Ellison Murray. Hernandez into no man's land. 50-50 ball. Squirts back out to Murray. Hernandez trying to find Hitchcock. She's trying to fight her way through a couple of defenders. But that ball is taken away and cleared back to midfield, and it'll get out of play. Hitchcock once again bodied, but maintains the ball. Deflected out. Scarlet Hawks driving into the zone. That ball is punched out of there. Lily Schuth to the middle. I was looking for Walsh. Kind of went through her legs. Muscarello makes a move, beats a defender. Pass missed. And Ramos does the same, beats a defender. Both teams kind of just trading possession here in the midfield for the last minute or so. We're up over 15 minutes into play here in the second half. 2 Illinois Tech goals by 2 first years. Bethulia with her first collegiate goal as she beat Fitzharris on the far side. And then just a beautiful free kick by Taylor Hernandez gave the Scarlet Hawks a 4-0 lead about 8 minutes ago. We climb into with only 27 minutes remaining as the clock runs down here. We get a whistle. It's be an Elmhurst foul. It'll be Illinois Tech possession as they begin to enter that attacking third. It's Yonohara playing that back all the way to Baltez. Baltez been in there every single minute of this contest so far. Finding Ramos through the middle. Edge of the box. Bethulia, one touch. Climbs and sails over the top of the cage. Ball sent back into play. Nevins to Conlon back, and then Illinois Tech wins it. Bethulia is going to end up in the corner with it. Sizing up Nevins. Trying to beat her, but Nevins, good defense there. Good decision there. Workman made the play. Got it up to Herlithi. She's going to send a cross in, but nobody home. Blotnick took care of that. She's got it. She's going to set up the Illinois Tech attack as they look to break out here. Yonohara, far side, working up to Ramos. She took a peek, knows what she has. She's going to work back towards the middle. She's got a lot of space in the middle. A lot of space in the middle. Trying to send the through ball to Hitchcock. Could not connect. Nevins. Sorry, that was Angie Lopez on the clearance there. Throw in here on the near side. Right back, and then punched all the way down, and that ball will get over the end line and result in an Illinois Tech goal kick. We got 2 more subs coming in for the Scarlet Hawks. Number 27, Mackenzie Dowd entering the game, along with Joanne Porter re-entering the game. Allison Murray and Kelly Hitchcock coming out of the game after she put in the first goal of the game in her return to Stuart Field and the pitch here. So welcome back to Kelly Hitchcock and a very, very good first outing back on the field. Ball back into play. Blotnick experiencing some pressure put on there by Workman. That ball's intercepted. Conlon, she turned it over, but they got her right back. Angie Lopez on the far side. Her pass does not connect. Looking for an over-the-top ball to Hernandez. She finds it. Fulia, she had it taken away right as she touched it. North Simon. She's made some very good defensive plays during this contest. Oh, that ball's just sent to the middle, and that's going to be taken by the Blue Jays. Now they're coming up the near side. Blue Jays with numbers. Cross attempt deflected by Yeager, and that'll result in an Elmhurst corner kick. Couple more subs entering the contest here. Back into the game, Avery Seeley and Abby Cooley. And in for Elmhurst, Aubrey Pascal, number 32. I believe this is the second Elmhurst corner, if not the third of the contest. Nothing real threatening out of them thus far as this ball sent high into the box. Off a pair of Illinois Tech heads. Ball still in the box. Cleared out towards that near side corner. We're going to try it again. Get the clearance or the through ball in. Ball's there. Deflected. We had a whistle. They're going to say Blotnick had control of that ball and had it knocked out of her hands. It was a foul there. It'll be Illinois Tech possession. Blotnick once again under pressure by a Workman. Elmhurst trying to force an Illinois Tech mistake that could result in a goal. Ever since about 5 or 6 minutes into the game, that pressure has just intensified from Elmhurst. Illinois Tech gets it up to midfield. Done well this way. To the far side. Now cutting back towards the middle. Yonahara with some space. Seeley to the middle. Pass didn't find it, but back to Yonahara. She almost unloads it. Thought better of it. Finds Hernandez, who fires on goal with a spin and a one kind of just touch right there, right into the hands of Fitzharris. Couple more subs lining up here for both sides. Seeley back with it. Dowd with her, I believe, one of her first touches of the game right there. Pass was intercepted. Ball now with the Blue Jays on the near side. Good defensive play by Porter. Knocks that ball out of play. It'll be a throw in. Illinois Tech going to have another goalie change as 00 will take out number 0. Emmy Anderson will enter for the Scarlet Hawks. Couple more subs for Elmhurst as well. Analia DeFeo in for Elmhurst, and then I believe there's one additional sub that I'll get to you here in a second. Porter here on the near side. Good spin move there. Blue Jays win it back. 50-50 ball in the middle. Touched by the Blue Jays upfield, but it's Yonahara with the control for the Scarlet Hawks. That'll get that ball back to Emmy Anderson, and she has her first touch of the game. She sends it out wide. Yonahara to shoot back to Yonahara as she runs up the far side, right in front of us. Hernandez wins that ball down. Good touch there, just a stride too far for Yonahara, who would have had some space to run that ball all the way to the corner, if not into the box. Audrey Bray in for Elmhurst here. Caroline Bach back in for the Scarlet Hawks, taking out Hernandez, who had another very good contest. Stepping up there. Punch to the middle. Porter's going to try to win it. Couldn't do it there. Ball sent to the middle. Bray with it now. She just sends it back. That'll be Baltez. Baltez and Yeager, the two Scarlet Hawks who I believe have played the entire contest thus far. Scarlet Hawks win possession there. Porter turns, taken down. No whistle. Baltez, that ball's going to just roll over the end or the touchline, and that'll be a throw-in. We are under 20 minutes to play as we run it down to the 17-minute mark. Lauren Nevins back in the contest for Elmhurst. Sophia Burkhead coming out. Deflected out. Another throw-in for Illinois Tech. And that one's also deflected out. We'll stay with Scarlet Hawk possession. This ball near the edge of the box. Slid out of there by Elmhurst. And it will be back over the sideline for another throw-in. Gabby West back into the contest. She's going to go get Lily Schuth. Porter holding the ball on that sideline between multiple defenders. Eventually it ends up on a Blue Jay foot. But it's a one back by the Scarlet Hawks before being turned over again. And Gabby West right into the game, taken down a couple of times. There's some holding involved there, I do believe. And we do find ourselves with a whistle. It'll be Scarlet Hawk ball. Lauren Nevins on the foul there, as both her and West were going for that 50-50 ball before the foul. Yeager just almost into that attacking third, just sends one in there. Oh! That was a 50-50 ball right in the box. Baltez and Fitzharris kind of going for that 50-50 ball. Susie Foster wanting that same call of kind of that possession that the Scarlet Hawks have gotten a couple times. Unhappy they didn't get that one. Seeley over to Porter now. Once again defending. Good defense right there by Nora Simon. We've called her name many a times. She's done a very good job on some of these Scarlet Hawk attacks. Now it's Workman working in the far side. Deflection there. I think it went back off her. She kept it in though. Battle. Yonohara wins it. One touch there and one touch right back. Some good play right there. Seeley got it over. Looking to get it back again. She does. Works it to the middle. Shot just wide. I believe we have a deflection on that shot. I think it went off a Blue Jay leg, and it's going to result in an Illinois Tech corner. So good passing plays all the way up. Sealy was with that ball most of the time, just a one-touch and a one-touch and a one-touch. Ended up with an Illinois Tech chance. Corners driven in. High goes Fitzharris to make the play. Good job coming out to attack that ball by her. They are going to have a foul on that right there, so they're going to let her place that ball. Just under 13 minutes to go here in the second half. Scarlet Hawks lead it 4-0 over Elmhurst University. Elmhurst looking to make something happen. Nevins, and then back to Zaires. Back to Nevins, to Workman. Through the legs of Yonahara, but it was cut off by West. But eventually finds the foot of DeFeo. Now it's back to West. Scarlet Hawks get back in possession. Baltez to Jaeger. She just punches that up. On a run on the far side. It's going to be tracked down. That ball through to Porter. She's going to try to put it through to Sealy, but it was deflected away. But it will result in another Illinois Tech corner kick. This one going to be dead into the breeze. Couple more entering the contest. Anna Nordstrom into the game, I believe, for the first time. And then Haley Jeske back into the contest for the Blue Jays. Checking out for the Scarlet Hawks is Grace Jaeger. It is Annika Torbenson into the game for the Scarlet Hawks for Jaeger. One down there by the Scarlet Hawks. Kenzie Dowd won it and taken down there. Kayla Smith was taken down. And it'll remain Illinois Tech ball. I think it was Haley Jeske on the foul. Yonahara here on the far side. One touch from West to Sealy. She goes back to West. Finds it in the middle. Trying to go one touch back to Sealy there. 50-50 ball. Comes down with the Blue Jays. Nevins. Chance here, maybe. Stays with them. Maddie Cummings. Lua. Back to the top. Chip shot. Well wide of the net. Did not threaten Emmy Anderson. Number 27, Maylee Garcia. On our roster, she's 25, but wearing 27 today. She enters the game for the second time. And into the game for the Scarlet Hawks, Rachel Fujimura in for Lena Yonahara. Immediately on the touch is Rachel. Now West up the far side, fighting there. She lost the ball. Maddie Cummings, she gave it right back. Cooley over to Sealy, back to Cooley, back to Sealy. Good passing play right there. But just cut off in time. A good defensive play by Nora Simon again. She's been all over that backside. Cooley to Sealy here. Far side corner, trying to cut in, trying to find somebody. Fed kind of space and retrieved by the Blue Jays for at least a second. Porter knocks it down. She's in the middle. A lot of defenders around her. She's trying to make some moves. Finds the Scarlet Hawk in the middle. Back to Porter. She's got it again. And eventually finds the hands of Fitzharris. Lots of 50-50 balls in the box right there. Won quite a few times by the Scarlet Hawks before Fitzharris can pick it up. Back to the middle of the field here. Sealy to Porter, who's just a step off sides as the flag comes up. The Elmhurst free kick right at the edge of midfield. There's one down there nicely by Nevins. Into the threatening area, but Emmy Anderson handles safely. She rolls it out. Right back to the middle. That'll be offsides, though. Emmy Anderson with the free kick. We wind down under 8 minutes to play in the match here. Fujimori. Cooley. Feeding Gabby West. Looks for the through ball to Porter. Norris Simon once again takes care of that. Fitzharris knocks it into midfield. Kenzie Dowd. Turnover there by the Hawks. Blue Jays back with possession. Cleared all the way down. Torbenson will retrieve it. Back to Emmy Anderson. Fujimori. Up through the middle. Be a Gabby West throw-in after these subs as well. Another new goalkeeper for the Scarlet Hawks. This will be the fourth one entering the game today. Clara Estadana into the contest. Scarlet Hawks in possession in midfield. Fujimori to West. Over to Sealy, back to West. Good ball. West is going to win it. Go around a defender. Cutting back. Norris Simon once again shuts down that play. Gets the ball out of play. Be a West throw-in here. Driven into the box. All the way through to the other side of the box. Fitzharris does collect on the edge of the box. Under 6 minutes to play now. Still a 4-0 contest. 2 early second half goals by the Scarlet Hawks. Push the lead from 2-0 to 4-0. Throw puts the ball back into play. Oh. Let that ball travel through at midfield. Into space here. It's going to be Abby Cooley in the corner. She tries to get the through ball into the box. Fitzharris has the answer once again as she collects. Ball bounces all the way to Gabby West. Headed back on the Elmhurst side of the field. Chelsea Chappa on the ball. Now Pascal and back to Chappa. Lauren Jack. Now sent in is Norris Simon, trying to just feed something towards the box. Ball deflected back in an Illinois Tech end. Went off of an Illinois Tech defender, Torbenson, and out of play. Be an Elmhurst throw on the near side in the attacking end. Illinois Tech relieves the pressure. Seeley into the Elmhurst end of play. Had it taken away. Lauren Nevins with the steal there. Gabby Baltez takes it back for the Scarlet Hawks. Ball down the near side, deflected, and Fitzharris will get to the ball before it crosses the end line. Under 3 minutes to play now in the contest. Ball back into play here, coming towards the far side. Gabby West wins the ball off of Maddie Cummings. Good defensive play by her. Cummings fighting there. Looking for a call, and it's going to go to the Elmhurst side. Blue Jay ball here, 2:15 remaining in the second half. This one's deflected off of a Blue Jay. Illinois Tech with the ball on this side. Once again, just trying to gain a couple more feet before that throw. It's called back and then thrown in. Garcia in the middle of the field. Tries to send number 8, Lauren Nevins, on a run. Could not connect. Go over the end line for a goal kick. Ball's back into play. Just 90 seconds to play in the contest. Ball out of play for Blue Jay throwing. Gabby Baltez wins it. She comes up the pitch towards the middle of the field. Tried to find Seeley, but went through her. Tracked down by a Scarlet Hawk. Through ball. On a run for it is Lopez. She cannot get there before Baltez. Caroline Bach sends it. Now it's going to be up to Cooley. Near side. She looks to just carry that ball as far to the corner as possible. She had it taken away. She commits a foul. And as that happens, the clock is going to wind down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Ball end up right back where it started at midfield as the horn sounds, and Illinois Tech moves to 3-0 on the season with a 4-0 victory here at Stuart Field today over Elmhurst University. Elmhurst falls to 3-1. The Scarlet Hawks, like we said, will be back in action on Wednesday here at Stuart Field as they take on Hope College. We hope to see you back on the broadcast once again. My name is Ryan Cantlin, and thank you for joining us here on the Illinois Tech Network here on YouTube. Thank you, and once again, your final, Scarlet Hawks 4, the Blue Jays of Elmhurst University 0. Thank you, and have a good rest of your weekend.